Have you ever wondered what Jesus hid in his stories? In the Gospel of Matthew 13, he tells parables that are more than simple tales. They're keys to unlocking the kingdom of God. Others get excited but give up, and some are choked by life's worries. What kind of soil are you? That question will haunt you until the end. Each word carries a secret that can change how you see life. Want to know what's hidden in these stories? A man plants wheat, but an enemy sows weeds in the night. Jesus is telling us that judgment will come, but not now. Have you ever wondered why bad things happen alongside good? That's how the kingdom works, subtle but powerful. Are you ready to piece it together? Because what's coming next will surprise you even more. Want to find out how they connect to your life? Ever thought about how a small change can transform everything around you? This idea keeps you hooked on the story. Matthew 13 has an answer that can shift your perspective. When the plants grow, the weeds appear. The servants want to pull them out, but the owner says, "Wait for the harvest." What does this mean for your life? The answer is deeper than it seems. Let's dive in together, but beware. This might shake your certainties. Picture a crowd by the seaside listening to Jesus speak. He steps into a boat and starts with the parable of the sower. A man scatters seeds, but not all grow. Some fall on the path, others on rocky ground, others among thorns. Why do some seeds flourish and others die? This story isn't just about farming. It's about you. The sower is Jesus, and the seeds are his words. But the soil, that's your heart. Some hear but quickly forget. Jesus doesn't stop there. He explains to his disciples why he uses parables. The kingdom of God starts small, but grows beyond imagination. Have you ever felt that something small in your life could become huge? This story will make you rethink that. He says, "To you, it has been given to know the mysteries of the kingdom, but not everyone is ready." This creates a sense of urgency. What if you're missing something crucial? The chance to understand is here, but you have to want it. Another parable comes up, the wheat and the weeds. This parable speaks about good and evil coexisting in the world. Then comes the parable of the mustard seed, a tiny seed that becomes a massive tree. Jesus continues with the parable of the yeast. A little yeast transforms an entire batch of dough. The parables of Matthew 13 are like a hidden treasure. They challenge, provoke, and invite. Each one is a piece of a larger puzzle. Before we go on, pause and think. These stories aren't just from the past. They speak directly to you today. Have you ever felt that a single decision could change everything? Matthew 13 continues. With parables that reveal the value of the kingdom of God, Jesus tells stories that seem simple, but hide truths that can transform your life. Each parable is like a door to a greater treasure. Want to open those doors with us? Like those men, you need to act fast to not miss what's valuable. Fishermen cast a net into the sea and catch all kinds of fish. In the end, they separate the good from the bad. This is about the final judgment, when right and wrong will be divided. Jesus uses simple images, seeds, pearls, nets, to speak of eternal truths, but those truths demand action. What will you do with what you're hearing? It's the question echoing in every parable. Ever wondered where you stand in this scenario? The answer could change your choices, but that treasure is within your reach if you choose to pursue it. Before we go on, I have a request. Drop in the comments which parable struck you the most so far. Your thoughts could inspire someone else. Ever thought about what you're letting slip by, not deciding now? So that question will unsettle you. Let's go, because what's coming next will surprise you. Jesus shares the parable of the hidden treasure. A man finds a treasure in a field and sells everything to buy it. The kingdom of God is like that, too valuable to ignore. Have you ever found something so important you'd give up everything for it? This story makes you think about what's truly worth it. Next comes the parable of the pearl of great price. A merchant searches for rare pearls and, finding a perfect one, sells everything to own it. Jesus is saying the kingdom is the greatest wealth there is. What are you chasing in life? You running after what really matters? These parables create a sense of urgency. The treasure and the pearl won't wait forever. Each one challenges us to look at what we value. Now, Jesus is showing that the kingdom connects the past and the future. Ever felt like your personal story is part of something bigger? This idea can change how you see your life. Are you investing your life in what lasts or what fades? Matthew 13 forces you to face that question. Jesus follows with the parable of the net. Jesus' parables aren't just stories. They're mirrors reflecting our priorities. Another parable speaks of a householder who brings out of his treasure things new and old. The dynamism of these stories is contagious. Matthew 13 is like an invitation to a treasure few seek. What's coming next is even deeper. Want to dive further into the lessons of Matthew 13? Have you ever wondered why some truths are so hard to accept? Matthew 13 takes us deeper into Jesus' parables, where he reveals what separates those who find the kingdom of God from those who pass by without seeing. Each story challenges you to look within. Are you ready to face what these parables say about you? Let's go together, because the time to discover is now. A pinch of yeast changes the whole dough. Ever thought how a small change in your heart could impact your entire life? Jesus is calling you to start that transformation today. Those who find the kingdom give up everything for it. Have you ever sacrificed something for something greater? They say yes, but did they really get it? Matthew 13 challenges us not just to hear, but to understand and act. Jesus uses everyday things, seeds, nets, treasures, to reveal eternal mysteries. But those mysteries aren't for everyone. Only those who seek with an open heart find them. Are you truly seeking? Are you just listening? Or are you letting these truths change you? The time to decide is running out. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next reflections that will help you grow in faith. Each video is a chance to connect with something greater. Don't let this opportunity slip away. Or are you holding on to things that hold you back? This question will make you reflect on your priorities. Want to find out how it all connects to your life? Not tomorrow, today. Jesus explains the parable of the wheat and the weeds in detail. The wheat are the children of the kingdom, and the weeds, the children of the evil one. In the end, there'll be a harvest where the righteous will shine and the wicked will be separated. This creates urgency. Where do you stand in this story? Is your life aligned with what lasts forever? The parable of the mustard seed comes up again. Something so small becomes a tree where birds nest. The kingdom of God grows like this, unexpectedly, but powerfully. But all point to one truth. The kingdom demands a response. What are you choosing today? That choice could shape your future. Have you ever overlooked something small that could change everything? This parable makes you rethink the opportunities in front of you. The yeast, another parable, shows how the kingdom transforms quietly. The parables of the treasure and the pearl reappear. They speak of sacrifice. Jesus asks his disciples, "Have you understood all this?" Each parable is like a lens, showing the kingdom from a different angle. Some speak of growth, others of judgment, others of value. The power of these stories lies in their simplicity. Before we head to the end, I want to invite you to join this journey. The parables of Matthew 13 are almost done, but the final message will hit you even harder. We've reached the end of Matthew 13, where Jesus' parables come together in a powerful message. They're not just stories, they're a call to transform your life. You need to decide if you'll be the fertile soil, the wheat that grows, or the one who gives up everything for the treasure. What's your choice? That question defines the impact of Matthew 13 on your life. Jesus challenges us to choose the kingdom of God above all else. Ever thought how a small change today could transform your tomorrow? Jesus is inviting you to plant that seed now. What are you waiting for? Have you ever felt you're at a moment for a big decision? This is your chance, but the time is now. Jesus calls us to act, to choose, to transform. Oh, don't let this chance slip away. Drop in the comments what struck you most on this journey. If your story could inspire others. If these parables touched your heart, give this video a like. That simple action helps spread this message to more people. Your support makes a difference.
Oh.
Don't wait until tomorrow to change your future. Even as the greatest teacher, many don't accept him. The kingdom of God is within your reach, but it's up to you to seek it. Subscribe, comment, and join us on this faith journey. Until next time, makes us reflect. Are you hearing the call of the kingdom, or letting distractions blind you? That choice could change everything in your life. The parables of the sewer, the wheat and the weeds, the treasure, and the pearl, all point to one truth. The kingdom is precious, but it demands action. Jesus ends by explaining that the kingdom is for the few. Not everyone understands or accepts it. Says the righteous will shine like the sun in the end, but others will face judgment. This creates urgency. Where do you want to be when the harvest comes? The answer depends on your actions today. Think about the parable of the net. Everything is gathered, but not everything stays. That's life. In the end, only what has value remains. Are you building something that lasts, or are you caught up in things that will vanish? Matthew 13 forces you to face this reality with courage. Each parable is an invitation to live with purpose, faith, and urgency. You can ignore it, but what if this is the chance you've always been looking for? Don't miss what the kingdom has for you. The parables also show that the kingdom starts small, like a seed or yeast, but grows unstoppable. In the end, Jesus returns to his hometown, but is rejected. Matthew 13 is a map to find what truly matters. This message isn't just to hear, it's to live. What do you take from Matthew 13? It's an invitation to be more, to seek the kingdom with all you have. Matthew 13 leaves us with a choice. Live for the temporary or the eternal.